Back in Week 5, the Giants lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Cardinals. Can Arizona finish the sweep? Find out next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Check pitch. Yellow, line, switch, yellow, blitz, red.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Opposite, green, check, watch up.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Okay, right?
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, and go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, McCormick. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Check pitch, yellow, line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Target is to Dodson, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Barkley again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, McCormick. Buying time to his, and he can't.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go defense.
For their team's first sack of the game.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal. That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
There we go.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Doing what he does
You
best.
got it out one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
All right, that's a good sign. On target, first 3 passes.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And a good push up front. He was able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, isn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And they eventually get to him at the
another big run, but James Conner this time. That time for 17 yards.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
What a pass, Rondale Moore.
As they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. He's got his
Touchdown. There's the arm strength I was talking about. Touchdown, Cardinals.
From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Here we go.
On On second down, here's Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready, go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that play
Ooh,
goes
now that's some run defense.
yardage at the 50.
Wow.
Midfield.
That was
This
great.
defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
He is just a threat. Pocket collapsing. Let's get 12 out of it.
What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary run defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
And you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with counter. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be
What a pinpoint accuracy pass on the run.
That'll be marked
What a
as
play.
27-yard pickup.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Connor up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Hey, check that, street.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score.
Touchdown number 2 for Malik Cunningham. First 2 drives. This time it's Tank Dell.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Lang. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Check. Check right. Check pink.
Looking to throw. McCormick looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up.
Great defense.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal that's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There we go. Rondale Moore creating something out of nothing. Now 10 for 10 for Cunningham.
Just a little underneath that, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
11 for 11 as he hits Trey McBride for the big play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor.
Nice hitting Connor on their favorite play for a good gain. 1st down. Now it's 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
2nd and 9 now. And that is
Touchdown. Dell is 2nd of the game. Cunningham now 3 first Touchdown passes, 20-3, guys, in this divisional round.
Continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McCann for the point after. And it's 21-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. McCormick to Barkley on the check down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, McCormick. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Giants! From 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCormick. He finds his man complete. That's Lang. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20. Back to throw. McCormick. He finds his man complete. It's Lang. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, McCormick. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Oh, man, they're coming back now. I had a feeling the offense would start slinging it.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these 2 teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip. NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively.
All right, the hot passing continues. The coach even getting in with Rondale Moore on that one.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go option to the short side.
What a run. What a run. I think 11 yards on that play.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle they go. Colbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Able to get this one to McBride. And out of bounds right around the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is going to
another big scramble by Cunningham.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Touchdown number 4.
Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. McCormick throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sullivan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. McCormick. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lane. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw on 2nd down. McCormick. Over the middle, complete. That's Lane. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Good defense out there by Mullen.
Making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, McCormick. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's
oh, man, that was a bad play.
Take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They go play action here on first down. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw. McCormick. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They go with Lane, trying to power it in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good defense.
Before he was planted in the backfield. They wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. Third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that's going to tie things up now at 28.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Connor on the read option.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Giants. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCormick.
Oh, great defense. Good stop there, guys.
They bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. You take it right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Watkins.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll get this one down.
Wide open is Watkins for the first down.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. An option handoff given to Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes...
And he will get into the end zone.
There we go. James Conner punching it in.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McCormick. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. McCormick. And this is going to be...
Great defense by Buda Baker shutting down.
But when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he fields it cleanly. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got his open man. It's Carr. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He's going to try and do this himself. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target.
Oh, what a play. Throw out sack catch for Dell. 8 for 91 right now.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's going to keep this again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Big run there by Cunningham.
That last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Now a handoff up the middle. Colbert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards.
What's going on, Rocky? How you doing?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively.
All right, time to wind the clock out now. On the way to the conference championship.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they go right back to Davis-Price. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They run behind center with Connor. And he's able to get it down.
Big run by Connor. Gets us down to the 2.
Burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught.
Touchdown. Got him that time.
2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
McCann now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:40 remaining. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Lang. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. He got 29. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Back to throw again. Trying to improvise. Complete. It's Dotson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown.
All time to throw that touchdown pass. All the time in the world.
touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best.
All right, that'll wrap this one up. Conference championship, here we come.
It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.